Greetings and welcome everybody to another segment of Logitech Gaming. I'm your host Logitech, and we're back again, guys, to finish up this particular segment that we're going through. So let's do a little small recap. So the last episode, we went over the milk toast truck, which is pretty much a build for harvesting and collecting your corn and milk. Okay, and so we went over that. Showed you guys some concept of what you guys can use to try to build a truck, to try to automate that particular resource as well. Okay, as I stated before, you can't automate everything in here. Some things you can, some things you can't. So you're gonna have to do some trade-offs. But it's fun to try to build contraptions to try to harvest these things and just try to make everything automated. Okay, it's one of the best aspects of this game is the crafting and everything in it. So today, guys, what we're going to be touching base on a vehicle that it's dual purpose, but not dual purpose in the general sense of it for harvesting. More so, this one would be dual purpose for adventures, journeys throughout the world and everything. But still dual purpose in the general sense that it has that dual purpose modality to it. So we're going to be exploring that today, and I'm going to take y'all over another vehicle too that I think I might have touched on in, I think it was video three or four, something like that I touched on, and I'll go through that vehicle as well. And that's pretty much a simple, straightforward vehicle as well. So like I said, these ones are not dealing with necessarily resource harvesting, more so for journey, getting around and doing what you're doing. So right now I'm just chilling at the farm park, and so what we're gonna do is we're gonna head on downstairs here and just go check out this other truck and get you guys first on what's going on. So let's walk on down. Turn these lights off. All right. Down here. Y'all can see I've been doing a little bit of testing, running out here and everything with some bots. All right. Okay, my friends, here we go. So basically, y'all seen this truck before. Y'all seen me ride around in it and do the things I need to do. And this particular vehicle right here is pretty much what I call just a secondary auxiliary get around. I just go pretty much back and forth between here, right here, and my main base, which is at the mechanic shop, and also I go between here, the mechanic shop, and the other farm. So this vehicle is pretty much a straightforward, simple vehicle. I don't have a lot of bells and whistles, particularly on this particular one here. Okay. So basically, a straightforward build. The only thing special that's on this vehicle here is the suspension system, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. So a lot of my suspensions now I build straightforward, but I have a unique way in building my wheel attachments to the suspensions. I just don't attach it in a normal way that most guys do it. And I know for a long time, particularly when Scrap Mechanic first came out, everybody was really into trying to get build those wishbone suspensions and things like that. And they can be pretty complicated to build and take up a lot of space in your vehicle. So you got to watch how you build those and what you're building with. So this vehicle is the only vehicle I got that actually has a wishbone type of suspension, as you guys can see it right here. And when you're building those, you want to make sure that you got your proper rotation points for it. I know a lot of guys who built it and wonder why they're not getting what they're getting. It's because you don't have the correct rotation points. And what I might do one day is actually build a prototype or a sample of a suspension, of a suspension with a wishbone on it, so you can actually see it when it's not actually on the car. And I might do that in the creative mode or something like that. But yeah, so this is pretty much straightforward. It has that all the way around, suspension all the way around like that. Got the drill. So what I'll do is I'll drop it. That way y'all guys can see the suspension work a little bit. See that? Worked out pretty great. basically this and that. Now y'all probably wondering like, why does he have? It's got two engines. Yeah. Now I'm only using one engine, which is the engine, the ICE engine, the internal combustion engine. The electric motor is just there for effect. Okay, for now because it looked cool in the front of it and it added some extra weight to the car. Okay, weight's a big thing in here when you're driving and doing any kind of vehicle movement across or transversing across the world with a vehicle. The weight can really affect the way a vehicle handles. Okay, and also to the way you build it, the way you have your turning radius and stuff like that. But the weight in particular can really change the characteristics of vehicle, how it actually operates. Like I said, this vehicle is straightforward. I don't have much on it, just lights, little horn, radio, and some saws and everything like that, and of course a little storage chest. Now, as I told you guys before, when you build your vehicles like this, if you build a vehicle like this, you always want to put a bed on it. Now, this one doesn't have a bed on it because I don't have the space. I didn't want to put it up here because it would look terrible. So this one is just a back and forth vehicle between the base areas. Okay, I could take this out into the world, like if I was doing raids on the hay-bot facilities and everything. But if something happened to me, I died, then I would spawn back at my truck or the base or wherever I had myself, wherever last bed that I slept on would be where I landed. So anyway, yeah. So this is a basic simple vehicle, man, just for me getting back and forth, and that's it. So what we're gonna do right now is head down and check out the other vehicle I wanted to show you guys. And y'all seen it in my videos before. It's been parked. And I got it in a special area right now to show you guys the functionality of that. So let's head on down that way and check that out. So we're going head down to the second farm. So this car is you gotta be look. It's hard to turn over. I've tried to turn it over. It's quite difficult, but the short wheelbase can make it. So if you turn too quickly, you can have some problems. So you guys get into your worlds like this, man. You want to build vehicles and drive around. Get used to driving around in your worlds. Know where some of the landmarks are, rocks, and stuff like that. So if you need to go through those areas again, you can do it. Oh, my bad. Where did I put the truck? Oh, look at him. Get out of the way. Went the wrong way, my guy. My bad, guys. Over here. There we go. I thought I already parked it over there. And that's it. We are here. See if he was coming over here. Take him down. Look at him. Anyway. All right, guys. We here. And this is... Oh, okay. We do got somebody. All right. Okay. He's out of here. Goodbye. Now, since I was rudely interrupted... All right, guys, this is the truck. This is the vehicle here that I use as pretty much a secondary get around. Like if I wanted to go out into the world and do some raids, stuff like that, collect some materials, stuff like that, hitting up the fake hay-bot facilities, I would take this truck out if I wanted to and replace the other one I showed you guys earlier, which has harvesting components on it. Now this one right here doesn't really have any kind of harvesting. I don't have any cages or anything. The only kind of harvesting I have on it is the tank in the back. So let's go through the button sequences like I normally do and show you guys what's going on. Like I said, now this truck has a little special attribute to it, and I wanted to share this with you guys, and hopefully you guys will find this quite interesting. Like I said, now I try to build as efficiently and as compact as possible in this game, just based off the way the game is, and it just makes for just better builds and getting things done. Okay, let's roll over and get that meat right quick. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Just got a lot of distractions in this area. Okay, so this vehicle right here, pretty much, let's go through the buttons. We got number one. Number one is always my lights. Number two normally is usually my saws. Depends on how I set the buttons up. Number three right here is for the tank in the back. Those right there to pick up. So just in case I roll over a hay bot, tote bot, or something like that, and whatever they drop, a wok or something, they drop some meat, circuit board, or component kit, I can just pick it up without getting out of the truck. And then we have radio. Okay, and that's it. And then let's kind of go for a little small ride, just so y'all guys can see how it drives. As always, I use forward steering. Just makes, particularly for a truck, something this size, a forward steering setup makes it so you can turn easily. Like that. And there we go. So that's how pretty much how the truck drives. Now, let me show you guys what is actually special about this sweetie right here. So you guys know that these hay bot facilities sometimes are out there on the water. They way out there in the water, man, sometimes, and everything. So what you can do is when you run around with your vehicle, you can hit the ones up on the ground that are land based, and then you can swim out there, or you can build yourself a boat. Okay. Now remember I said this thing about scrap mechanic, guys. The more vehicles you got, the harder it is for you to manage them and keep them in the areas where you got it and everything. It just can be tedious. So what you want to do always is try to build creatively as you can. Okay. I like modular design. I actually design stuff for a living. I'm an industrial designer. I design products and stuff like that. So my brain thinks in this way. So I try to do everything I can to build as efficiently as possible to keep my vehicles at the minimal. Okay, and also keep them compact. And look at him. See, I'm always getting interrupted. He just gone. Now, see that guy right there, guys? Now, I'm glad he walked by here, because this dude right here is what I call a walker. All right? In this world, all over the place, they got walkers like this, hay bots and tote bots. You'll see them. They'll just walk through an area, particularly by the mechanic shop. Okay, like see this dude over here? See how he walk and he'll stop and then look around a little bit and everything? This dude is continuing to walk, and the only reason he stopped because he got to the water right there. But you can see, he wants to walk all the way across. I did this with a tote bot one day. I followed that guy almost halfway across the map. That's how far he walked across the map, and he was just walking. Okay, so anyway, just want to let you guys know those little nuances and tidbits. Anyway, so this truck right here has two components. It has this here, and it also has, wow, look at that. Like, man, what is that? Yeah, why I got pipes and everything all over? What the hell is going on? I'll show y'all guys what's happening right here. So, like I said, those facilities that be out there in the ocean sometimes, you might want to get to them, man. So, build a vehicle to do that. That's what I do. I said build a vehicle for it. Okay, so here we go. Pop that like that. Grab this like this. And let's put this. And bam. And there you go, guys. There's the boat. Boat truck. I got to give it a cool name. Find some kind of cool name to give it. But yeah, that's it. That's how I get out to the sea when I really need to go way out there in those places and everything. Just build yourself a boat. And that's the boat for this truck. So now I don't have to store the boat, leave the boat, or just have the boat somewhere where I got to drive all around the map. I can actually have the boat toted with my truck. And I don't have a trailer behind it. Trailers in this game are very, very problematic. You can build them, but it can be problematic. Okay? What I suggest you guys do is try to build as compact designs as possible, like I've done right here. And I'll show you guys what's going on with the reconnection and everything, and how to get that back and all that like that in a minute. Okay? So now, let's get into the boat and show you guys. Actually, let's get the boat on out here into the water. Show you guys what's going on. Let's talk about it a little bit. So matter of fact, let's keep it here. That way I can do some description that y'all can actually see what I got built. So when you're building, one of the most difficult things building in this game, besides vehicles, just ground-based vehicles, are boats and planes. Now, off of the base game for Scrap Mechanic doesn't allow you to build pretty much a competent flying vehicle. Okay, it's not unless you got some mods. Okay, so when I'm talking about the base game, the two things you can build efficiently is a land-based vehicle and a sea-based vehicle. Air-based vehicles can be very, very, it can be a challenge. Okay, so when you're building anything in this game, like I said, one of the major factors is weight, and particularly when it comes to boats. If you don't have the correct weight distribution on your boat, you're going to have some serious issues. You're going to get frustrated. You're going to why is it not floating? Why I want to do this? Why I want to do this? Remember, scrap mechanic doesn't have very good water physics at the moment. The water physics are a little, they're not where they should be. Okay, they're there, but they're not like, because I know a lot of guys have asked for paddles and things like that, but scrap mechanic doesn't do that. It won't allow you to do that because there's no collision on the water in a general sense. So so when you're building the boat, what you want to do is you want to use the lightest materials as possible, because remember, you have to put on your jet engines. You have to put this on. Okay, thrusters have to go on here, and they are absolutely extremely heavy. Depending on how you build your boat, where you put it, and how many thrusters you're using is going to determine a lot of things. Okay, so I like to build pontoon type boats because I want a boat that I can go out on the water for an extended period of time and hit up these hayboat facilities that are out there on these lakes and sometimes these ocean bodies. And the best way to do it is with something like this. All right. So this build right here has the basic seat here for turning and all that stuff to move the thrusters left to right and all this other thing. I got a storage chest right here, 2 tanks, and 2 extra seats right here for people to sit on. This boat is built with the lightest materials I can possibly go. The lightest wood without going down to the low wood, and then bubble wrap. And that's pretty much what this boat is constructed out of. Show you the bottom. The bottom is pretty much squared off, and that's everything. I got a couple of things going on, and that's it. Not a lot of the weight distribution on here is very. Even me putting that switch right there can cause a problem. The way it's very, very sensitive here. So you got to watch what you're doing, and just be cognizant of what you're doing. So let's get this thing into the water. I'll show you guys what's going on. And then when you're launching your boats in the water, you don't want to go way out there in the water, put it way on the ground, because if you do that and you let it go, it's going to flip before it gets to the top. So you want to get close to the shore, put your boat here, and then raise it right above the sea level, and then drop it. And your boat is dropping in nice and neat if you got it balanced correctly. Okay? So this is my design. This is what I got going on. So this one is very, very simple, very, very straightforward. One's the light. And 2, I don't have any connections on it yet. I was going to actually put a radio or something. Actually, I had this connected because I was using it to actually do thrusters with the 2 and turning here. Okay, so this is how I turn. Like that. And then thrusters like that. Now, one thing to keep in mind when you got boats, you can't back up unless you've built reverse thrusters on your build, which is probably going to add more weight. Okay, which might not bode well for you. But if you got reverse thrusters, fine. But if you don't, just remember this, that you can't back up, so be cognizant of where you're going. So let's take this baby for a spin. Now, my boat is not extremely fast. I'm not looking for speed. Okay, and these thrusters are turning all the way up. I'm looking for more stability and just being able to get where I need to go when I need to get there. That's how we get out there. Remember, guys, when you're building these things, man, thrusters, no matter if you upgrade them to the top, they are going to eat up gas. Period. Thrusters are just known for that. So they go. So I just came out. So let's pretend I just came from a run, and that's how. Look at that. That's how you remember. That's how you can stop. And when you stop in the water, it's going to keep going. Momentum is going to keep you going. So you got to remember these things when you're in the boat. So second, I'll pull up here and I'll get out, and I'll take the boat out the water. Bring it on over here. Put the boat there. Okay. The next thing I do is I come over here, let this back down. Now, what I have here is an automatic loading system for me mounting the boat to the truck. Okay. And the way the boat is mounted to the truck is that I have it set up in a situation where it can't connect to the deck. So that's the reason. That's how I'm able to do that. Okay. I use Burns for that. Burns help with that situation. Okay. As you can see, I got a bearing right there in the back. These two bearings, this bearing here, and these bearings right here help keep the deck separated from the actual boat itself. So what I do is I put this down. See that? Then I fire. Bam. That'll say just like that. Then I don't need to hit it any more than that. Come over here. Get my welding tool. Grab the middle of the boat. Put it right there. Bam. I'm ready to roll. Done. Go to the next facility and keep moving. And that is that simple, guys. That's exactly how you do it. Now, I don't have it where I can actually got number 2 or got the switch where I can raise this on here. I kept it down here. There's no need for me to have it where I'm actually in the seat and raising it. But that's what it does. Matter of fact, I tell you what, let's do that. Let's hook it to the seat. That way you guys can see it real quick. See it from this way. So number 5 is going to be the one. So number 5. See what that does? And that's the logic for it. Your bed, and that's your gas batteries and everything. I had an electric engine on here one time, and like I said, the electric engine is not always ideal for trucks and vehicles and everything because it's just immediate power. And you got to have a lot of weight. Even as big as this truck is, the electric engine, it was just a little bit too powerful for the truck, and it's hard to get any kind of variable speed. You can't get any variable speed with your with the electric motor. It's just immediate power. With the gas motor or ice engine, you can at least bump the controls and do things. With the electric engine, it's immediate. So you're gonna have a hard time doing that. So if you're building with electric vehicles, electric engines, just make sure that your weight distribution on your vehicle is absolutely correct and looking nice. And that's the extent of that build, guys, and that's pretty much it. Now, just to let you guys know, I can't use the boat or the thrusters on here, while I'm in the seat or anything like that. No, it's not connected in that way in any way. All I have it is just where it's just pretty much a carrying, tote for a boat. Pretty much a tote boat. It's pretty much it is what it does. That's all it does is tote. And like I said, the only thing I got on here special is this collection chest in the back, which you can all those things. And that's it, guys. Look, I'm not gonna even say very simple. This was a pretty complicated build. I had to really think about what I was doing, particularly once I built the boat. The boat was the most difficult to get done because of trying to get the balance and trying to get it into the water. So when I put it in there, it would level off and look nice. And when I drove it, it wouldn't lean to one side and have all these problems and everything like that. So, and that's general conclusion on that one, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos, man, and really having fun with what I'm showing you guys. I really want you guys to have some fun and build these things and enjoy survival. I know survival is a challenge for a lot of people. It can be very difficult. People don't know how to start. You know what I'm saying? Trying to do that. And I'm gonna do a video one day on starting from scratch on Scrap Mechanic. There go another walker. Look, see him? See how you just walking? That's the second one to come through here. And that's all they do. They'll just walk. And he's going right to the water, so he ain't going nowhere. So anyway, guys, yeah, so that's you guys can take these builds, man. Like I said, if you got any questions, if you want to leave some comments in the comment section, please do that, man. If you got any questions you want to ask me about some of the builds and things and maybe some of the techniques I'm using, please don't be afraid to ask and everything, guys. So I'm here to entertain and show you guys some fun and everything. Let's get back over here to the phone. All right. And there we have it. Well, my friends, you guys, much love to you guys. Thank you guys for joining me. Like I said, I hope you're getting a good benefit out of what I'm showing you guys here and everything. I got more for you guys to see. Trust me, man. I wanted to try to do this. I'm trying to pretty much create a YouTube guide for you guys on the Scrap Mechanic Survival. I know I might be starting pretty much at the at almost like at an in-game level, but I wanted to do this to show you guys and work backwards and then show you guys what it is that you can achieve based off where you're coming from. Okay, so don't think you can't do it, guys. Just having creativity. Remember, Scrap Mechanic is a creative game. It's an engineering based game. It does require some talent. It requires some knowledge if you want to build things that have some value and have some sophistication to them and everything. And I'll try to help you guys with that as much as possible. So much love to you guys. You guys have a happy holiday, and be seeing you on the flip side. Peace out.